Hello, thank you for taking the time to look at this segment of a 9-part series that I'm putting out there just to try to generate some discussion on what it is that we would like for our politicians to accomplish in Washington, other than simply investigate each other, depending on who is in office. So I put down some thoughts on 9 areas that I would like for the parties to address in their platforms going forward as we head into the 2024 election, which now we're in a 2-year election cycle all the time. I hope that some of this stuff is accomplished before then, but at the very least, I hope that each party considers these topics and others. Look forward to getting your feedback on this and other ideas that you might have so that we can continue this discussion here and with whomever else you might come into contact. Thank you very much for your time. Appreciate your feedback. Immigration. Um, an option for permanent non-citizen status for individuals in the U.S. who register as of a certain date. This debate has been going on for decades. And I know when Reagan was president, there was a law, an amnesty, essentially, as I recall. And then there were supposed to be policies developed to tighten our immigration law to um, make the system better. That didn't happen. And so now we have tens of millions of illegal immigrants who are living in the shadows, is what some like to say, characterize the situation by. I think it's unrealistic for those who were brought into the U.S. as infants and children who know nothing but life in the U.S. It doesn't make any sense at all to me to just send them back to whatever nation their parents were from, with their parents if their parents are still alive, or without their parents if the parents are not alive or the parents were never here. There's a point at which we need to recognize that there are individuals here under whatever circumstances who may have been here for decades, and rather than simply kicking them out, we need to offer permanent non-citizen status for individuals who choose to come out of the shadows, to be recognized as illegal aliens who are applying for this permanent non-citizenship status and will continue to be productive members of society in the U.S. But if those individuals commit a felony, then after they serve their time, any non-citizen who commits a felony after their time has been served, then they will be permanently removed from the country. Now, all of this is in the context of streamlining the process for adjudicating asylum hearings and the whole immigration system. We need to reform the basis for quotas and recognize that in many cases it's a matter of education or job skill. In other cases, it's a matter of family. In other cases, it's just a matter of someone wanting to get a ticket to the American dream. But we can't continue to fight this battle the way we've been fighting it without actually taking steps to deal with the issues. The root causes we can control, are the way we structure our immigration. We can't control the root causes in any other nation that causes people to want to come to America. Now, we can't control the framework by which we will admit people into America as citizens, as workers, whatever. And we can control, and that's what I'm addressing through all of this, the environment of America that makes America a desirable place to live. But we need to have a platform that addresses realistically things as they are before they continue to get worse, recognizing we can't go back to a day before tens of millions of illegal immigrants were here. And so these are some basic ideas that I would propose as a package for dealing with immigration. And finally, education. Just a few brief words on education. Tie the education budget to the previous 3-year average of expenditures from Social Security. The degree to which the Social Security system is dependent upon the current workers, supporting those who have retired, it seems like we ought to be addressing how we are educating our future workers so that when they enter the workforce, they have the education they need to maximize their productivity, their value to society as a whole, and then realize the benefits when they retire of the next generation and they're the product of the education system that they will then be supported by. Provide a monthly stipend for every individual by dividing equally the number of people from 3 years old through 21 years old as of January 1st of each year. The month in which individuals turn 22 will be their last payment, with allocations for future payments transferred to the Sunday school, or Social Security system. In other words, if I turn 22 on March 3rd, I get paid that month, but the allocation was simply based on the number of people who are 21 as of January 1st. So the payments for June through December would then be put into the Social Security system to further bolster that system. And then mail a stipend check to the parent or legal guardian until the age of 18, then to the child until the age of 22 to apply towards the education path of their choice. And so this speaks to the concern that we have for how to fund an education system that actually results in a positive product for the individuals that are involved, the children, their parents, and society as a whole. The degree to which our education system is not producing effective results, meaning children who know how to read and write and are able to think clearly and for themselves, not to come to any particular conclusion, but to come to conclusions in a reasonable manner, that is a problem. And the degree to which we have continued to just simply spend money on doing things the way we've always done them and not realized any good results, that is a problem. And so we need to address that.